Please don't tell me Instagram is doing it too.
Sorry.
I thought Instagram was doing it too. I was like,
no.
guess what? It's not meant to happen.
No, Maji was talking to me, so Maji just got home from school, so I was like talking to him. But yeah, like the timing is crazy.
I was like, you know what? Maybe it's just not today, and it's cool.
No.
It's cool.
Nah, we're good. We're good.
Because that TikTok shit was so funny, but you saw me trying to improvise, right? I was like,
you were just talking. You was like, let me just keep the people entertained. Like,
where I learned that from? That's a nice skill to have. Because I was like, it's Libra season. The sun is shining on me.
Yeah. You look great. I love it. Yo, it's nothing like natural light, I swear.
Thank you. It's the sun for me. I'm loving this shit. Listen, as much as I could get, I have to get it. I have to. Wait, you froze, sis? Or is it me? Big Libra season. Hell yes. For real. I'm a Libra moon. So I know all about that. You know. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out.
What happened?
Mercury retro motherfucking grave, as well as plus the sun and Mercury is together. So it's heightened right now.
Yo, I don't know. I'm playing with these filters.
I can't even see. You're not even moving right now, sis. But it's okay. We're going to keep moving through because we don't listen, right? We're rebels.
I wonder if it's my service, though. I just put my Wi-Fi on. So tell me if that's better.
I just feel like you're frozen. Like the feeling is there. I don't.
Oh, my God. But you can hear me, though?
I could hear you just fine.
Oh, my God. That's so annoying.
I don't know if I'm a moon or not, just a plain old Libra. But
I'm going to leave and come back.
No, you've reached the right place. Yeah, come back, sis.
Yeah.
I'm going to invite you again. You're the perfect place because this is where we learn about our birth charts. And, I'm forever a student. But we're a lot of the signs. We're not just one. Unfortunately, we're not. You're probably more like the sign you don't like the most. Like, if you can't stand a Gemini, there's a reason why. You probably got like a Gemini rising or something. And their Gemini is just reminding you of something that you don't like about yourself. Sorry for going so deep, but that's just the truth. Where's my sister? But now, big Libra season for sure. Big Libra season.
Am I moving?
Venus, huh?
Am I moving?
You're moving.
Okay, good.
What the fuck is going on, sis? Like,
I love Capricorns. Capricorns are awesome.
I'm not gonna say nothing because my mother always told me if I don't, I had nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. So I'm just gonna be quiet.
Oh, you don't have a good experience with Capricorns?
We're gonna have a moment of silence.
You know what? That's not really surprising because the earth, something about the earth signs and the fire signs, like sometimes we clash, but I have fire in my chart, so it's kind of balanced
It balances it out. Yes.
Yeah.
But you know what the crazy thing is? I always said, plus in my birth chart, the 7th house rules like marriage, partnership, and it's in Taurus. So anybody that's like a Taurus sign, Taurus attributes, somebody that's grounded, somebody that is, a provider, like stuff like that. Somebody that believes in stability, that's my guy.
Right. Okay.
So technically I'm supposed to be working well with them, but I shall say the unhealed versions, because every sign got the healed and the unhealed version.
Yeah.
So it's the unhealed version.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. The unhealed version, yeah. I don't know if I could really fuck with it. Just like the unhealed Aries. Ooh.
I know how that looked like.
Yeah, I can't do it. So
yeah.
Yeah, but so where did you? Okay, you put the title up there. We're talking about how to spot opportunists.
Yes.
Oh my God! Wait, hold on. You're a Capricorn too. That's crazy.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, you know
Like,
what? Earth signs, I fuck with earth signs because
I still like them. I still like y'all. I still
yeah,
like y'all.
we're grounded. Like for the most part, we're pretty grounded. You know, we have some stability. Like it
Hmm.
again, it really depends on how, where the person is at on their journey.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Like I feel like the unhealed version of me compared to the healed one, or like the progressive one, is kind of like
Yeah, it's
different
two
vibes.
different
I
things.
totally understand. I feel like a lot of people are not grasping that concept. Like just because one Gemini broke your heart doesn't mean the other one's gonna do that. I mean, maybe you guys aren't compatible, but it doesn't mean that's always gonna be the same outcome. Depending
Right,
on where they're
right.
on their journey. Yes. Ooh, I like that.
Yeah. So we're talking about opportunists, right? So we were
Mm-hmm.
having this conversation as usual. We just have dope conversations and we want to expand it and have the conversation with all of you guys too.
Mm-hmm.
Um so basically like the definition of an opportunist, someone who is willing to uh do anything to get their way, whether it be use you, steal from you, like whatever it has to do, whatever they have to do, it doesn't matter who they step on.
Mm-hmm.
Like they will literally do whatever it takes to get what they want. And I was telling Shandy that I have a friend, or I had a friend who she was a proud opportunist. Like she would,
She would say
screaming from the
that shit.
mountaintop,
She
like,
would say that shit.
yeah,
That's
like,
crazy to me. I'm not even gonna
yeah,
lie. When you
right.
told me that part, I was like, nah, she did not.
Yeah, she's a proud opportunist. Like, yo, like if you can't be used, you're useless. And so I kind of wanted to expand on that because I kind of feel like me personally, I wouldn't want to deal with someone who's an opportunist because it
Mm.
would have me wondering like, am I being used? Is this person using me? Does this person even really like me? And that made us go deeper into the conversation of dating and like how
Yeah.
nowadays you meet a lot of people who are opportunists. For
Mm-hmm.
example, you meet the guy, he got his mind set on one thing and he's going to do whatever it takes to get that one thing from you. You know, you meet the female, she got her mindset on one thing, like, oh, I want some money out of this nigga. She's going to do whatever it takes to get that one thing from you.
As long
Those
as the
people,
intention is there,
oh yeah,
that's never
yeah,
gonna change. They came
yeah,
with the intention. They came in with the intention. They're gonna
yeah,
finish out the plan.
right, yep.
But they're gonna die trying. But yeah,
Those type of people, yo, like they're dangerous. They really are dangerous,
they're very
and
dangerous.
it's so common now. It's so common now. Like you just never know. You got to really keep your eyes open,
Mm-hmm.
especially when you're dating, because they're not genuine, but they come off as genuine. Like
They
they're gonna have the
kiss.
best vibe. It's gonna be a vibe. You know what I mean? Everything might be all good in the bedroom. Like y'all
They
might get
study you
along
too.
great.
They will
Yeah.
study you just so they get that soft spot. Once they see by based off your moves. Like if you're not too on them or you don't look too like you care about what the hell they got going on behind your back because if you show them that you trust them,
Yeah.
it's like they like, oh, I got it now, so they go in for the kill. Like
Yep.
I'm
For
gonna
the
take you
kill.
for all you got. Like
Yeah. And that's something like, as someone who has nieces and a daughter, like that's something that I would teach my child, soon as she shows interest in men, you know,
yeah,
like don't let nobody use you. You know what I mean? Um, it has to be an even exchange, I feel like. Like I gotta bring something to the table and you gotta bring something to the table as well.
yeah, totally agree. And that's how you spot them out because most of the time opportunists are looking to take, and they're not looking to exchange any time. They're trying to do the the least job possible. So it's kind of like they're gonna come in and they're going to say what they gotta say to get what they gotta get and go.
Yeah.
That's a fucking fact. So it's kind of like once you see that there's no reciprocation on the other person's end, it's kind of like what you here for. Then what you here for then?
Right.
Like that, yeah. So I agree heavily on that.
Yeah. So what are some things like if you guys have ever experienced being in a relationship with someone like that or,
Mm-hmm.
being a friend to someone like that, someone who you noticed was an opportunist, like they're willing to step on necks and get what they gotta get.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? What about you, Shandy? Have you ever dealt with someone like that?
Shit. I was like, the reason why I'm dead right now is because the minute you said that, I was questioning myself at the same time. Like, well, Shandy, have you?
Yeah, because sometimes you don't even know until like years later. You like, oh, this person was moving like this, that person was moving like that, and at the time, I didn't even notice what it was. But now I'm older and I'm wiser. I know what's
Mm-hmm.
up.
I have many times. And you know why I have many times? I have been the one to not really have the proper boundaries. I would say that. I'm big on boundaries now because of that. Because I was just like, oh my God, love. Nobody's going to hurt. I was so naive. I was like, nobody's going to hurt me. Nobody's
Yeah,
going to come here and take. We're going to share. That's what we came here to do.
right,
Hell no, these niggas snatched up anything they could get because it's like I'm like easy target. I had someone tell me in my face that I was naive, and because I didn't like really understand where he was coming from. He was being very bluntly honest, and honestly, he was a Capricorn.
are you serious?
The Capricorn, and he told me, he said, "You're so naive," like, and because I didn't know myself too much. I
Yeah,
don't know. I didn't take heed. I was more so looking at it like, oh, this nigga just hating or something. I don't know. But he was telling the truth. I was as fuck. And that's why I have been a victim of multiple opportunists.
right,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, me too. Me too.
Mm.
For anyone just joining, we're talking about opportunists, how you avoid these type of people. We want to know if you guys have ever came across those type of people. Um,
Facts.
what happened? Like, did you tell them about themselves? Did you not realize it till later on?
You
Or did you
tell.
just kind of allow yourself to be used because you didn't know better? Sometimes we're naive. Like with me, I've been super naive, and I tend to see. I try to see the good side of things, but listen, sometimes there's no way. Like there is no good side. Like I had to learn that. Like sometimes there is no good side to certain people,
Mm-hmm.
and like you don't learn that until you end up played. Like you like, oh shit, like this person really played me.
Your
They
eyes
really did
open
that.
wide, yo.
Yeah.
Your eyes open wide after.
Yeah, yo, it's crazy. Will said he respect the honesty. Oh, first he said melanin popping. That's a
Oh,
fact. That's a fact. Um, and he said we just spoke about it because yeah, we that's something that's been on my mind because like
okay.
I had an Aries friend and I had cut her off. We stopped dealing with each other because basically when I started standing up for myself to her and I started realizing the type of person she really was,
Mm-hmm.
like that's when shit hit the fan and she was like, oh, you changed and you're not this person no more, you're not that no more. And I'm like, bitch, like what did you think I was gonna be dumb for life? You know what I mean? Because
You thought you was gonna have a dummy
yeah,
forever?
like
That shit don't work.
yeah, I kept seeing, I kept trying to. I gave her some leeway because of her childhood. She was in the system,
Mm-hmm.
she had a really rough childhood, so I gave her leeway. But then it was like, yo, like I would be leaving our conversations feeling played. Like, wait a minute, was she trying to play
That's
me
the
when she
number
said
one
that?
sign, sis. Trust your fucking body. They
Yeah,
tell you your body's yo. Because I did not trust myself, I was I lacked that shit. I would feel it because I was always a feeler. I always had this gift of just knowing. When I tell you, I would ask myself if I'm bugging, like you tripping, like internal battle for years, bro.
yeah, yeah. I used to be going to people for advice, like, yo, what do you
Hell
think
no,
about this?
you already know the answer.
Yeah, meanwhile, in the back of my mind, I already like
You already
you
got the
said you thought
answer.
I
You
was
already
serious.
knew. Somebody said they was doing that for that. They said they was dealing with the shit for 6 years. That shit,
Yeah, yeah.
that's a long
Oh yeah.
time.
Yeah, she said 6 years of dealing with the using and
I'm
the
sorry, I
abuse.
can't last that long.
Yo, let me tell you, people who are
Mm-hmm.
opportunists, they tend to be narcissistic too. Like, listen, and you be thinking that they feeling you, just like Will said. Like, you thought I was feeling you. No, the whole time they were just trying to use you. They were trying to get something out of you, and you don't realize it until you wake the fuck up. Because sometimes love will really have you dumb and stuck. Dumb and
Those days
stuck.
are over. But nah, if they put that much
Over.
energy they put into that shit, into like acting or something that they could do for creativity, they would fucking win in life. There would be no need to be an opportunist. That's what I'm trying to say.
Basically, yeah.
Yo,
And the craziest thing is that by the time people realize that they're dealing with an opportunistic narcissist, like, they're already deep. Like, I know people who are like, I'm married to a narcissist. You know, I'm convinced that my ex-husband was a narcissist, okay?
you don't need that. You don't need a lot of convincing with them. They,
Me?
yo,
Can you see me?
I can see you moving.
Can you see
You
me?
can see me moving.
Okay.
Hey.
Yeah, I see you. Somebody was calling me. Somebody was calling me. Shit.
Oh,
Damn. Hold on one second.
that's
Can you give me
why
a
I was on my
second?
shit on mute, but my shit is not on mute right now because I'm on the clock. But I don't
Can
give
you
a
give
fuck.
me a second?
No problem.
Okay.
Oh my god, let's play some music, y'all. I'm a DJ right now. Ooh, this is my shit. It's Libra season. Yo, I feel like I'm in a fucking radio. What the fuck is going on? Hold on. Cut the fucking music. I'm acting like I'm in somebody's Hot 97. You rich. No, I'm dumb for that. Oh my god, let me see. Let me see. I'm trying to invite my sis back. But nah, it's Libra season. We are lit. We hit the conversation off really good and dope because it's like I feel like we're all entering a space. It's Libra season, right? We're all entering a space where we are looking more into our partnership, our close connections, making sure that our circle is solid. There's a lot of fucking weird ass shit going on nowadays, and a lot of jealousy, a lot of like people being who they're not. It's weird vibes. So I wonder what. Oh, this new phenomenon. Well, I'm gonna wait until my gossips come on so we could answer that together because I would love to answer that, sis. But it wouldn't be fair until she comes on.
I'm sorry.
What's up? Oh, because of
I'm
the
so
thing?
sorry, yo.
It's okay. You don't
Like,
gotta be sorry.
like
Shit happens.
everybody always needs me when I'm busy. I swear to God. Like, it doesn't make any sense. It's crazy.
Put your phone on mute so they don't need you no more.
Nah, that was my man. I couldn't mute him.
Oh yeah, not the man. You know, not especially not when but
Where were we?
we
Okay.
had a good question actually before we even go further. Well, you could finish where we was at, so we could look at that question because that question sounds spicy.
Oh, okay. So he said, I wonder what prompted the awakening of this realization. Is he still here? I don't know if he's still
I
here.
don't know, but I would love to. I said I would love to answer this with you here, so we both could
Yeah. So for me, basically, it was starting to have this discomfort around the person, and like I said, leaving the conversation or leaving our interactions, questioning the things that they said, or the things that they did. Like, once you start to wake up, once you start to mature, and you start to get more in tune with how certain people make you feel and how certain situations make you feel, you're able to kind of dissect that and say, okay, well, this person makes me feel like that, and that person doesn't make me feel like that. And then that's going to kind of push you to start questioning your interaction with the person that always makes you feel away. If that makes sense.
Honestly, you broke it all the way down.
Yeah, that's exactly how I realized, like, oh, like, she's one of those, you know what I mean? And then on top of that, the fact that she said it.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
Believe what
like
they say, even when it's a joke, even when it's like a joke, there's always some kind of like hidden, you know.
right.
And you can
It's
always
just something.
tell whether it's because I know how I joke with my sisters and my close friends. We, you know, we joke because we understand each other. But it's like it depends. Like literally, you'll always feel when someone is saying some malicious shit in a joke and try to mask it with a joke. You could always feel that shit.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
certain things that nudges you, basically,
right. Exactly. So you basically just got to start paying more attention to your instincts,
and being
you know?
aware
Yeah. And
and
in
stop.
order for you, huh? What were you saying?
Post something so the mother in me came out and stop and motherfucking stop questioning yourself. You know the fucking answer. Stop
Oh,
second guessing
yeah.
yourself. Uh, that's
That's the
me
biggest
talking
thing.
to the inner child in me. She used to do that a lot. Okay, ain't get me far.
Yeah. Yeah. And you be doubting yourself, asking people, for their opinion. Meanwhile, you already know what you need to do. Start connecting, try to connect with people who you vibe more with, people who support you, because that's another thing about opportunists. Like, they want you there for their wins, you know what I mean, but then as soon as you have a win, they're nowhere to be found, you know what I
Nowhere,
mean? Huh?
literally nowhere.
Yeah, exactly. So
But
that's
that was their
another
intention
thing.
from the jump. That was their intention from the jump to like, how do I get maximum for the least minimum effort? How do I get everything out of you? If I don't have to do anything, oh my god, I'm so lucky. But how my whole plan was to come here and take.
Right.
And honestly, for the most part, so I realized it really just be them. It's just how they are set up and how they perceive the world and how they operate and what they been taught and what happened to them and what they haven't healed. And they really has shit nothing to do with you because they're looking at you through lens of like through that hurt dark. Anybody they look at is gonna be received that way, you know. So it's like the best thing to do is the minute you feel off about something, you question why you feel off about it. You find that answer and you did. Life is too
Hmm.
short to be around people that don't care about you for real, don't vibe with you, don't fuck with you like that. People that you got to
Yeah.
question. If I question you, there's a problem. If I got to question,
Right.
like,
Right. Absolutely. That's true. And then another thing is like when you're in a relationship with someone like that, you'll know that they're an opportunist or a narcissist because again, it's always about them. Like they never,
oh,
it's very hard for these people to give compliments. Oh, it's so hard for them to give compliments. It's so hard for them to say something nice to you or about you unless they're
they
benefiting from it.
can't.
You know what I mean? So like
Facts.
they might come in and be like, "Oh, I like your earrings." Meanwhile, the whole time they was already plotting to ask you, can they borrow them? Like it's like it's never just out of being genuine. It's more so just what can I get from that situation?
Even from a simple question, like just simply them asking you where you got your earring from.
Yeah. The hardest part is realizing they don't care about you. They were just using you, but it's the same thing that makes you stronger.
I agree.
Definitely, because you take that experience from that person, and in your next connection, when you move on, when you build up the courage to move on, you already know the red flags. You know what to look for because you already been through it. So that's really the only good takeaway from that. But that shit is hurtful.
It's the most hurtful thing. It's the most hurtful experience because, especially when you came into the situation with pure intentions, you're genuine, you had no plan on doing this. It hurts the most because it's like, especially if you give, you're here, could you move for me? Oh, you moved. Okay. I'm sorry, sis. I'm getting used to this freezing thing.
Yeah.
But nah, like,
Who
if
is Robo the Human?
777, my boy Dylan. Hi, boo. But
I'm like, who is that?
hi, boo. How you doing? 777, up there. Yes, in the higher realms, But yeah, like
Sorry, give
you'll
me a second. I gotta
spot
be a
it out.
mom. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. How y'all feeling, man? I'm in a whole new world. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I've been feeling really, really good lately. I've been feeling like, and honestly, just having fun with life and healing, still healing every day, stepping more into my power. Follow me on TikTok because I be spitting some shit on there. I know I be spitting some shit. Because I be watching that shit and I be like, yo, that was me? Like, that's crazy. Like, for real. That type of shit I've been spitting. Okay? So, the perfect alignment on TikTok. And all that beautiful stuff, the beautiful gems I'll be dropping. But, yeah, stay away from those fakes. We all had a few of them. But also, here's where my Libra moon comes in. My Libra moon is so like always looking at the balance of things, having the compassion to understand that most of these people cannot help what they're doing when they're doing it. Some of them are not even aware that they're doing these things to you. They're not intentionally hurting you. For the ones that's intentionally hurting you, now they could go to hell, right? But that's where they're going anyway. That's where they already are. But it's like trying to decipher the two, like, and having compassion regardless, because you want to let go and forgive for yourself, most importantly. And I know it probably sounds cliche, but no, it's really real. Like, I struggled with like letting go and forgiveness to the point where it almost made me sick. Okay, so I had to, as hard as it was, I had to forgive people. I'm over here talking about forgiveness, sis. I'm over here chanting. Okay?
Did y'all hear me yelling at my kids?
No, we were talking about God.
Good. Like, what's wrong with kids? Yo,
we were talking about God. No.
What is wrong with
You
them?
was
I'm
out there being a
sorry.
mom. This is what it's about though. Like, you chose a bomb ass career, sis. You could just sit down, talk, chill, and still go be a mom and still handle business, still handle like that's what it's about.
Yeah, I really needed to do that because they require a lot of attention because kids are fucking sneaky, they slick. Like, I had to make sure that I was around so I can make sure that I'm like watching them, like, you know. But
the kids though, in general, they're more in sync with the higher realms anyway. So it's like so good to give them that attention regardless. So
yeah, absolutely. So where were we? You were talking about forgiveness.
I had went past the whole make sure y'all leave those fakes alone, y'all. I don't know who was channeling through me at that point. It sounded like an old ass uncle. Anyway.
Sometimes we need that.
Yeah, sometimes we do. We need the truth, and we need, like, the authoritativeness in that. But yeah, for my forgiveness, because it's like at the same breath we're talking about these things so we can help someone, because we've been through this shit and we're healing through it. So we're sharing our insights because it could help people say, if you've been feeling off in a situation around people or something, it's just not a good feeling, and you need to get out that feeling. So it's like, how else would you get out unless you have like the awareness? So us sharing our stories could like hopefully help.
Yeah, that's really the whole point. That's why I get up here. Like, people be like, "Oh, like, you telling your business? Why are you telling your business?" And I'm
Fuck
like,
off.
"Are you dumb?" Like, we have different callings. Like, my purpose is not your purpose, and that's why you don't understand why I'm up here telling people my experiences.
If you don't understand, you're not supposed to understand.
Yeah, like, you don't understand. Like, people look at it like, oh, it's just, she, like, oh, it's for likes or it's for this, for that. No, like, I'm literally sharing my experiences because that's what I was called to do.
As you should. Because if you don't listen to your calling, you get repercussions. They don't know about that.
Right. So
they don't know
like,
that
okay.
Big Daddy up there and he playing with you.
Right. He's not
you
playing. Like, what are you here for if you're not fulfilling your purpose?
I have no choice. It's do or die.
Right.
I don't understand.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's
So
true, and that's why it's kind of like, stop going to people. Do what you want, but I prefer myself to not go and ask somebody what I should do if I feel to do something, feel called to do something. I'm gonna do that shit. I'm going to do what I feel called. And if I happen to fail, I'm gonna fail forward. I'm gonna go. I'm grabbing all these tools for wisdom, anyways. I like that. I like that lesson more than the fast pace, because now it's kind of like I'm building that foundation. That foundation is, you cannot fuck up nothing that's built on a solid foundation. You can't. That's why I don't mind the longer route. Do anything, healing, getting money, motherfucking happiness, having a fucking partner nowadays. Because before I used to want that, right? So bad, but nowadays it's just like I'm okay with taking my time with things, because you have to take your time, especially nowadays. My God, you can't be rushing out here. The world is already going chaotic right now, spinning mad fast and shit. Imagine spinning fast with that shit. Chaos.
Right,
Sit
exactly.
the fuck down, bro. That's why I'm sitting my ass down nowadays. I'm sitting my ass down. I'm laying down. I'm not doing much. I can't. My body's done. I'm done with that.
Right.
I'm not
Yeah,
aligned with that anymore.
Nah, and we're not being naive no more. Like, we're not allowing people to use us anymore.
Word.
You know, when you stand your ground and you stand up for yourself, people have a different type of respect for you. Like, I find that once you really start to put yourself in the energy of, nah, I'm not fucking with it, like, people, they look at you differently. Like, oh, nah, I'm not even about to play that game with her, because it's written all over her that you can't play with her. You know, and some of them, yeah, some of them are up for the challenge. Like, some people are up for the challenge.
They
They'll
are.
still
They
try to
really
see
like
what
the
they can get
challenge.
from you.
They like that
Yeah.
challenge.
Yo, especially narcissistic people, yo. They're
They're
always up.
nuts.
They're always up for the challenge. Like, they don't give a fuck.
They will
Like,
fucking die trying, bro. That's how I'm telling you, they're crazy. They will die.
they gonna get that supply, because that's really all you are to them.
Desperation.
Yeah, and
That's what
they
it
need
is.
that supply. It's like a mosquito looking for blood. You know, they need that supply.
And they're gonna find a good spot to suck you out.
Yeah,
suck the blood out.
Right. Exactly. But was there anything else we wanted to add to it?
I feel like we dropped a gem. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm always like in awe of the elevation.
Yeah, it usually just flows. Like, I like that. So we got a lot of information out, and are we gonna put this up on YouTube somewhere?
Definitely
Probably.
put it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Question: could you go on YouTube and download this if I put it up? Because I don't remember how we did it last time. Did I send it to you? How did you get the ass video? Wait.
I forgot. I think I screen recorded. Some of it.
Okay, I would say it would be what would be an easy thing for you? Like, maybe, because I'm all about less labor. I'm all about working smarter and not harder. So I'm like thinking, if I put it on YouTube, could you download it from YouTube so you don't have to do all that? We'll talk more about it though, but I just want to put it in your head.
Okay.
Yes, baby girl.
You said you got to teach people how to treat you. Put those boundaries in place. I don't care who you treat bad, but you ain't gonna treat me like that. That's a fact. That's a fact.
I don't care who you are, what you do, how you do it, I don't give a fuck.
You ain't gonna do it to me.
Nah, I love myself way too much for that.
Yo, those boundaries.
Heaven. If only I had no. People were
didn't know that.
I couldn't take it. I don't know what they was talking about. But now, boom, boom.
Yeah, nah.
You get boundaries.
Boundaries all over the place. Yo, you gotta set boundaries with your parents. You gotta set boundaries in your relationship.
Boundary, bro. I don't care how much I love you.
Yeah.
The reason why you're getting this boundary is because I love you.
Right. I love you and I love myself.
Please. Nah, but I love you so much, sis. Like, we
love you
locked
too.
in for life.
I love you too. Yeah, and we're gonna do this more often. I don't know about consistent. Maybe we should try to do it consistently. That would be dope. But we both, like, our schedules are,
I think that's true. Yeah, I feel like we have been flowing, so let's just continue to flow.
Yeah,
I
cool,
feel like that's
cool.
how it's gonna end up, anyways.
Yeah, and thank you for everybody who joined us. Thank you to
Yeah.
everyone who's gonna be watching later. Because I remember last time, like, you know, we had a good amount of people, but it went up to like well over 400 or 500 views over like the span of
Wow.
days.
Really?
You know what I mean? Yeah. From what I was able to see on my page, like we had like 400 or 500 views. So
Oh,
people
thank
will
you,
come and tune
baby.
in later. And that's another reason why it's smart to keep these things a little bit shorter, because people probably ain't gonna be watching the whole thing.
And I don't
You
wrong
know?
them because it's a busy life. So time moves
Yeah.
by really fast. And I love listening to stuff while I'm cooking, cleaning. So I could only imagine somebody putting it on YouTube and doing that, having that background noise and catching it. So like that's why we do this. We do it on live, then we put it on YouTube. So it has longevity, long life. So yes, come on. It's Family Tide, right? Family Tide and Shani Love Speaks.
Yeah.
You'll definitely see the replay of this live.
Yes. All right, y'all. Take care. Have a good
Thank you,
night, room.
Consigns. I love you. Thank you.
Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you.